Alright, we're here with the 2019 Jetta GLI. We've had it for about 2 weeks now. We've done a nighttime review, so now we're going to do the daytime walk around and review. We've had some time to really drive the car and get a feel for how it acts. So there's a ton of reviews on YouTube already of this car, so this is kind of a redundant review, but this is just our take of an everyday, daily driven Jetta GLI. It was bought to do some upgrades. So far, the upgrades that we have done, we've tinted the windows. I have not posted a video of that yet, but I've tinted the windows 20% all around. It was done professionally by Florida Tint in St. Lucie West. We've added a subwoofer to the stock stereo system. We will be posting a video of that, the tutorial on how to do that. So I guess let's begin. We'll start with the inside. Looking around at the inside, the GLI 35th Anniversary Edition, which is what this is, has a little bit of couple special features on the inside. It gives you special badging on the door sills, which light up at night, which I think I've shown in the nighttime view. You get special GLI 35 seats. You do not get the plaid seats that you do in the GTI. This is pretty much the GTI's baby brother. So put up in front, you get the six-speed manual transmission. We opted to get the 6-speed manual, not the DSG, just because I prefer to be in control of the car. The flat bottom leather wrapped steering wheel out of the GTI, only it says GLI on the bottom instead of GTI. You get all your cruise control and volume buttons for the radio there, and you also have your talk feature, or Hey Siri or Hey Google feature up on the top there. You can scroll through the different menus. You get the rubber monster mats, say GLI in them. So all in all, it's manual seats, cloth seats, bolstered, and very, very comfortable. They hold you in place quite well. The door panels are soft touch. The dashboard is soft touch, leather wrapped. You can see the stitching there. Not a lot of hard plastics. There are some hard plastics. You got the leather insert here, the leather armrest, where you rest your arm. Other than that, there's some plastic, but it's not real cheap feeling. It doesn't rattle or creak or make noise when you're going over bumps. The back seat is kind of spacious. Plenty of room back here. I've sat in the back seat once before. It is roomy, like 6'1", and I can fit comfortably inside the back seat. The back seats you don't get the leather soft touch in the back. It's just a plastic seat, but you do get the leather armrest in the back seat. You get your door speaker and a tweeter. The GLI 35th Anniversary Edition comes with a little bit better sound system than the stock Jetta does. There are some differences between the regular Jetta and this Jetta. The regular Jetta is also on the MQB platform, which is what this is on. Also shared with the GTI, the Audi A3, almost every Volkswagen product that's made right now is on this same platform here. The differences between the regular Jetta and the Jetta GLI, whether they're 35th Anniversary Editions or regular GLIs, obviously you get the big brakes in the front. They're brakes off the Golf R. I believe they're 13-inch brakes in the front and 11.5-inch brakes in the back. The 35th Anniversary Edition obviously comes with the special red ring wheels, the aluminum wheels in the back. The back suspension on the Jetta GLIs are independent suspension. shared with the Golf GTI, the Golf R, so there's no torsion beam in the back, so it makes the ride a lot smoother. This car does have dynamic chassis control, which stiffens the suspension. You know, you have sport mode, comfort mode, and normal driving mode, and then you can customize it also as well. You know, in the back, nothing. It says nothing about being a Jetta. All you get is the GLI badging, which is quite nice. You get the valence in the back, and the dual chrome exhaust pipe tips. Coming down the other side, it's just a sleek car. The 35th anniversary edition, obviously you get, you know, you get a little stick-on spoiler. I believe it's stick-on, but it's a glossy black. Kind of adds contrast to the back bumper. You get the side skirts. Obviously, not every Jetta has the side skirts and the ground effects package. The Jetta GLI does. You also get the piano black mirrors with the turn signals on the side. Special badging, obviously GLI 35, and then you also get the piano black roof. Matches almost to what the inside plastics on the dashboard are. The power plant for this car is also the same out of the GTI. Powertrain is the standard Volkswagen 2.0 TSI, and the GTI, the Golf R, Audi products. It's pretty much used all throughout almost every Volkswagen car that I could know of. The standard Jetta comes with a 1.4. This is the 2.0 with 228 horsepower and 285 pound-feet of torque. So it's quite punchy. Obviously, as you can see, I've already routed the cable for the sub, but again, that'll be another video. So it's just still the standard, pretty much a Golf GTI on the, you know, underneath the hood. All right, front lighting. Obviously, I've shown you during the day. Front lighting is that nice LED surround for the daytime running light. Both sides. Everything in the front is LED. Everything in the back, full LED taillights in the back, which is very, very nice. The only thing that is not LED would be the turn signals. Turn signals are still standard incandescent bulbs. I'm sure there is a way to change that and turn them into LED bulbs. So that's that. The back turn signals, however, are LED taillight or LED turn signals. So it is nice that for a car at this price point to have this much LED factory lighting. And you get the LED turn signals on the mirrors. All in all, the car is excellent. You know, as far as features, you know, we get the rain sensing windshield wipers, blind spot monitoring. Also, not lane keep assist, but there's also a feature that allows you to. There is a feature that allows you to. It tells you, you know, if you have the cruise control set, if you're too close to another car, it'll beep at you, and a little, you know, a little picture will show up in the dashboard, you know, just warning you that you have, you know, you're too close to another vehicle. You know, the plastics, shiny black plastics. You do get Android Auto. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, all standard with this car. You get the this faux carbon fiber black trim all around, which is kind of nice. The air conditioner controls are right front and center, and it's got more of a, it's almost like the dashboard is angled towards the driver, so everything is front and center, right for the driver, which I actually like. But if you're a passenger in this car, it's not so much, because you have to reach over the center console to you know, the bolster and everything that's over here to get to the AC controls and all that. So it could be a pain if you're a passenger, but again, this is a car to be driven by the driver. Obviously, this is a car that you buy to have fun in. So they make it more focused on the driver. So to go through the modes here, you hit the mode button, and as you can see, I have it set to comfort. But if you change it to eco, and then you got comfort, changes the animation in the back.
Head north toward Southwest Portway.
Okay, normal mode changes it to just a picture of a car with like a highway. Sport mode, you get like a little racetrack picture, and then you have custom, where you can customize everything. So you hit the little pencil, and now you can change out everything. Your dynamic chassis control, which is the stiffness of your suspension. The steering wheel tightens up with sport mode. Here's your front diff lock, sport mode. The drive system is in sport mode. Engine sound, which comes out of the front speakers and the pillar and down here. It's not a bad sound, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's as natural as you can get from a sound system. Climate control, obviously, it's normal. You can set that for eco or normal, so it'll cycle the AC compressor a lot less than it will normally, to kind of conserve fuel at the risk of the air conditioner not blowing as cold. However, we live in South Florida, so I always have it on normal, because I need the AC to be blasting in this car. The window tint has cut down quite a bit on the heat coming into the car, but with all this black interior soaked up in the sun, it's definitely hot. So then you hit the X out of there, and then I drive in sport mode. So again, in sport mode, the suspension stiffens up, and the steering stiffens up, and you get the higher sound, the engine sound coming through the speakers in sport mode. Some of the settings in the car, if you hit car, you can set things up. You got a tire monitoring system, your lights. You can set how many flashes your flashers flash for when you click the alarm to activate the alarm or open the doors or whatever. You have your assistance settings. So here's your forward collision warning. Obviously, I have it active, and you can change it so that it's early, medium, late, or you can turn it off altogether, and it'll display the distance warning, which is what I had just shown you in the dashboard there. So your lights, you have your instrument lighting, which it doesn't really get that dim at night. It's still kind of bright, but I always keep it at max anyway. You get your turn on time, your automatic headlight control during rain, so when you turn on your windshield wipers, it'll automatically turn on the headlights. The 3-blink turn signal for when you're leaving or coming home, and then that's coming home is how many seconds the lights stay lit when you unlock the car, and when you're leaving, when you lock the car, how long the lights stay on. And you can change all that through the vehicle settings here. Parking and maneuvering, rear traffic alert, which this car has. It's come in handy quite a few times. Your instrument cluster. I don't have any of the eco tips or anything on here. And then you can change your units, your time of day, service intervals. So it'll give you when you need to change your, and then you can reset to factory settings. It'll tell you when you need to bring your car to the service. Will tell you when you bring your car back to the dealership for anything. And then you click app, and it goes back to Android Auto there. So the dashboard, again, you know, I do not have the digital driver display, but this is you know, I don't need all that fancy. It's just something else to brake, so I don't need all that fancy stuff in there. So also with the 35th, I do want to mention, with the 35th anniversary edition, you cannot get the digital dash with a 6-speed manual transmission. It's only for the Autobahn. You have to step up to the highest trim package. The GLI 35th anniversary edition, albeit it's in its own class, there's really no 35th anniversary edition S or R line. It's just the 35th anniversary edition, but it's kind of in the middle of the option packages. So you get some of the options, but not all of the options, which I kind of like. So there were some options that I wish I did have that I don't, but just there's only 3,500 of the 35th anniversary editions being made. So I was kind of lucky to be able to get one, especially in this pure gray color. So I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it for a ride and let you see how it acts driving around. So driving the Jetta during the day. Obviously, my thoughts have not changed since driving the Jetta at night. It's a very comfortable car. It's easy to be a daily driver. 0 to 60 time is set to be about 0.2, 0.3 seconds quicker than a GTI. Why that is, I have no idea, because both cars share the same transmission, same engine, same clutch, same everything is the same. So why it's a little bit quicker, I don't know. Maybe driver error. In some of the other videos that I've watched. We'll do a quick 0 to 60 pull down the street here. And now it's 60. So it is a quick car. Alright, so we're going to turn around. I did have the traction control on, so it did hamper a little bit of the performance. Obviously, when I went to chirp into third gear, the traction control caught and made a loud bang. That was actually the first time that I've heard that. That was the first time I was that aggressive with the car and brought it up to red line. Fuel economy, even when you're getting on, really asking a lot of the engine, is still pretty good. I'm averaging around 31 miles per gallon. on the highway and in the city, depending on what gear I'm in, you know, anywhere from 24 to 28 miles per gallon. So it's definitely a comfortable car. It's easy to be daily driven, and it's easy to thrash around. It's a very forgiving car. The shifts are quite smooth. The transmission's there's not a lot of lag with the shifts. The shifter is kind of a longer throw than what I would like. I'd like to get a shorter throw, but as of right now, I'm just going to keep the car stock. I just wish it came with a shorter throw shift, but it's not hard to find gears. The gears are easy to find. They're all right there. There's no misshifting. It's just a very confident gearbox. Again, we're in sport mode right now, so the steering is nice and tight. It's just everything. The suspension is tight, so it makes it feel like you're got a sportier ride. All the controls are within reach. You know, you got your traction control button down here. You can turn your traction control off. It's just all around a nice car. Does it live up to the GTI? Yes and no. Again, if you're a family guy and have kids and need that trunk space, I would definitely opt to get the Jetta GLI. The GTI is more of the popular choice for this engine and transmission setup. And some might say it's more of a fun car, but this is right on its tail with the funness. I have a blast driving this car, and again, this makes more sense for our family than a GTI. Having a GTI wouldn't make much sense for our family. So the inside noise is quiet. There's not many twisty roads to take you down here in South Florida, around the area where we live. It's mainly straight and flat and boringness and nothingness for miles and miles and miles. So we really can't thrash it around and show you how it handles. But I can tell you that it does handle quite well, going around corners, getting on and off the entrance ramps to the highway. The suspension is crisp and tuned perfect for this car. The ride height could be a little bit lower. That could come in another video when I lower the car with lowering springs. I've been on the forums. There are some issues with the dynamic chassis control and lowering the car. They do make springs that are compatible with the dynamic chassis control, which is something that I will be looking into. But again, that will be in a future video. So if you stay tuned to our channel, anything that we do to this car will be posted. You know, you get the soft touch black headliner. It's not a particularly cheap headliner. Nothing in the car feels real cheap, so it's definitely a nice car. I mean, I wouldn't overlook it. Getting up to highway speed with this car is no problems at all. There's plenty of torque to get the car up to speed. Hey guys, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment below. If you want to see something different that we haven't done yet, there's more videos to come, so stay tuned to our channel. We're going to be doing some more videos on the Volkswagen Cabriolet that we have, as well as the Jetta, with upgrades and other things, little projects, a couple things we got to take care of and button up with the with both cars. So again, stay tuned, and more will come.